Okay, so if you're an entrepreneur in Nepal, you know you're making big decisions all the time. But today, we're going to tackle one of the most fundamental choices you'll ever make: how you legally set up your business. Because, if you get this wrong, your greatest success could turn into your biggest nightmare.
So let me ask you something, and it gets right to the heart of it all. Imagine your business is a huge hit, but then, boom, an unexpected lawsuit or a massive debt. Could they come after your house, your personal savings? For way too many people running their business informally, the answer is a terrifying yes. And this right here, this is the core difference. When you're just winging it, operating informally, there's zero separation. The business's debts are your debts, full stop. But when you actually form a company, you're building this legal wall. It creates a clear line between your business finances and your personal finances. And that separation, it's everything when it comes to managing risk.
So the big question is, how do we build that wall? Well, the answer is the private limited company. I want you to think of it like a legal shield, a suit of armor for your business. And this shield, it comes with two, let's call them foundational superpowers. We got to break these down.
All right, superpower number one, limited liability. This is your financial firewall. It's huge. What it means, thanks to Nepal's Companies Act of 2063, is that if the business gets into trouble and owes money, creditors can't touch your personal stuff. Your house, your car, your savings, they're safe. Your risk is limited just to what you've invested in the company through your shares. That's it. Game changer, right?
Okay, superpower number two. Now, this one's going to sound a little weird at first, but trust me, it's incredibly powerful. It's called separate legal personality. This means the law literally sees your company as its own person. It's an artificial person, sure, but it's totally separate from you, the shareholder. It can now go out into the world and act all on its own.
So what can this legal person actually do? Well, for starters, it can own property. That means the office building, it belongs to the company, not you personally. It can sign contracts, which means the company is on the hook for delivering, not you. And this is a big one. It can sue or be sued. So if a legal battle comes up, it's the company standing in court, which keeps you, the individual, protected.
Okay, so we've got this awesome legal shield. It protects you, but its real power isn't just about playing defense. It's about what it lets you do on offense, what it helps you build. This whole structure is the key that unlocks capital and gives you serious credibility in the marketplace. Let's be real. The bottom line is this: if you want to raise serious cash, you have to be a registered company. There's just no way around it. Banks, investors, they get this structure. They know how it works. It's predictable, it's transparent, and frankly, it's the global standard. It's what they expect to see. And this quote really drills down into the why. When a bank lends money to a company, they can do something called registering a charge against the company's assets. Basically, it's a formal claim. It gives them a clear, structured legal way to get their money back if the business goes under. And that confidence, that's what makes them write you the check. And you know what? It's not just about the money, not by a long shot. Being a registered company gives you this huge credibility boost. It's like a stamp of approval. It tells everyone, the government, big corporate clients, international partners, that you're the real deal. You're serious, professional, and you play by the rules. It literally opens doors that are just slammed shut for informal businesses. So we've talked about protection, we've talked about funding, but this goes deeper. This structure isn't just about the here and now. It's about building a real asset, something that can last for generations. It's about planning for a future that, let's be honest, might not even include you. And the concept that makes this possible is called perpetual succession. Think about it. A sole proprietorship basically dies when the owner does. But a company, it just keeps going. Shareholders can change, they can pass away, they can sell their shares and move on, but the company itself lives on. That stability is absolutely vital if you're trying to build a real legacy. So since the company can outlive you, you obviously need a way to pass on the ownership, right? That's where the transferability of shares comes in. This is what turns your hard work into a tangible asset that you can actually sell. You can transfer it to your kids, you can bring in new partners. It gives you options. It gives you a real exit strategy. Okay, I know this all sounds fantastic. Like, why wouldn't everyone do this? But we need to pump the brakes for a second and be realistic. This structure isn't free. It comes with real responsibilities, real costs. And it's not the perfect choice for every single business out there. Not at all. This really lays it all out, side by side.
You get that amazing financial firewall we talked about, but the trade-off is you have to pay for annual compliance and audits. You get access to investors, which is great, but that means you're going to have to share control and deal with more complex governance. And that credibility boost, it's a huge plus, but it means some of your company's info becomes public record. See? For every benefit, there's a cost or responsibility. And here's one of those trade-offs in black and white, a hard number. You get a simpler structure, which is good, but it has limits. In Nepal, a private limited company can have a maximum of 101 shareholders. That's the cap. So if your dream is to go public and raise money from thousands of people, well, this isn't the right path for you. All right, so we've looked at the superpowers, we've looked at the trade-offs. What's the final verdict? At the end of the day, how do you make the right call for your business?
If you're thinking, okay, this sounds like the right move for me, then this is your homework. This is your immediate checklist. Before you even think about filing paperwork, you need to sit down and have these crucial conversations. Who are the shareholders? How are you splitting the equity? Who's on the board of directors? What are the fundamental rules of your company? That's your MOA and AOA. And, so important, have you actually budgeted for the ongoing costs? I promise you, sorting this out now will save you from massive headaches down the road. So, at the end of the day, what is a private limited company? It's so much more than just a registration certificate. It's a powerful framework. A framework for protection, a framework for growth, and a framework for legacy. It shields your personal life, it unlocks capital, and it lets you build something that can truly outlast you.
Look, the legal structure, it's just the foundation. It's the solid ground you need to build something truly remarkable on top of. So the real question, the final question, isn't about legal docs or compliance. It's about your vision, your ambition. The foundation is there for the taking. The real question is, what are you going to build?